It's really interesting. We're seeing the blame being heaped on central banks, or at least on this central bank, expected to do the heavy lifting. When you look at the markets, it seems like investors, at least, are looking for better governmental management of the virus itself, and not just, fiscal or central bank stimulus to try and help.
Well, that's right, because right now there are certainly limits to what central banks can do. A bit of surprise about the ECB today on the rate side. But nevertheless, aside from cutting rates and pumping a bit of money towards banks, they are very limited, and they need to be supported by what governments are doing, because governments have an easier way and a faster way to get money out to their people. And given this is really quite not a structural shock, but an external shock to many economies, the idea is that they need to get money over to businesses, all the bars and restaurants that need to close, all the places where tourists are no longer travelling, to ensure money in pockets for the weeks and months to come, so those businesses don't all fall apart, particularly small and medium-sized businesses, which in many places are heavy employers in some of these key economies in Europe. So what you're seeing is the pressure being put back on governments to act. And Angela Merkel saying in that language, we'll do whatever is necessary, whatever it takes, and that special circumstances require special measures. But even there, Germany, of course, is ultra cautious about unlocking the spigots, because they believe that can lead to a slippery slope. So you're seeing France and Italy agitating particularly, and Germany coming somewhere up behind right now.
How bad has the coronavirus outbreak gotten in Europe?
Well, we're seeing, of course, cases spike in Italy. The number of deaths has gone past 1,000. We're also seeing outbreaks escalate all over, including in Germany and beyond. We're seeing Belgium, for example, closing all its bars and restaurants and leisure venues, and schools being closed across many parts of Europe, although not yet in Germany. That's happening in France. And you're seeing really semi-lockdowns starting to take place outside of Italy in much more contained fashion. Of course, Italy is the first country on the planet to attempt a full nationwide lockdown, and that's still having mixed results. In fact, you are seeing cases rise in the UK, at least 590 confirmed cases so far, and the UK government saying that the peak of the outbreak could still be 10 to 14 weeks away. But that said, the government of Boris Johnson is not going to shut schools for now. They're saying that they don't want to stop the infection. They cannot stop the infection. What they simply need to do right now is to slow it, and that doesn't require the closure of schools.